Hey, Dorcas. God. Like 1 point of damage shy of just outright killing that dude. Whoops! That's not the button you use. I'm not the biggest fan of Y as the interact button. It's at least using like the claw grip. Damn it! I've done it again. That button's never changed and I'm still screwing it up. Actually, no, it did. Did it change? When triangle was used in, or heal in Bloodyborny, which I just did, so that is throwing me off here and there. I don't think that island's reachable either. See, this is the shit that is probably slowing this game down. There's not really a need to render those enemies from here. What the hell is that? I don't like that. There's a giant down there. Seems fearsome. I wonder if this was like a land that was actually some like civilization, or this has always been kind of some holy land where only like temples and shit could be built. Because none of it looks like it's been used for like farming or civilization. There's a lot of ruins kind of stuck around, but based on the description of the rocks, seems like the belief is that, well, these ruins have probably always been here, and the belief is that they fell from the sky. I almost wish that at least in like the free running kind of mode, since it's not going to consume stamina, maybe, I don't know, maybe there's an option that just kind of keeps sprint on as long as you're not in combat. I doubt it, but doesn't seem to be. That'd be kind of nice, because I'm never not going to want to sprint when I'm just roaming. As long as it's not draining my stamina. Head. Why you got such a gross neck? What are you holding? I'm wondering if that guy down there is an enemy, because he's just kind of chilling. He's standing in that pose and in that way that makes it almost seem like he's an NPC. I'm afraid to find out. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna go for wherever this golden arch is kind of guiding me. Church of ELDEN. Because I feel like I'm gonna get something that I kind of want, as far as either leveling up or the ability to level up, or I'm gonna get my horse. So this way direction. Guess we can follow the road for now. Godric Soldier Greaves. Well, I wonder what it means, because the enemies seem to flash a couple different colors when you give them the good smack. Or, like, when you kill them. I fucked it up. Problem is my impulse with the guard break move, whatever it's called, is conflicting with like how you do sort of like counterattacks in games like Chivalry. Or you want to do it slightly before you get hit, not after you get hit. So I keep doing it early. Just out of impulse. What are you? Warthog! Old Fang. I hear something wispy. What is so wispy? What are you? It's a dung beetle! Teardrop scarabs. Defeat them to replenish the flasks that match their type. Okay, I thought that was gonna be like crafting materials. I guess that's something I wouldn't have thought of. Is the fact that this is open world. Yeah, it would make it difficult to replenish like healing items as you go. So they've given you a couple different ways to do it. I see you. Why I eyes you? Blah, blah. You know, all else I've been using is halberd. Kind of want to switch to the sword and try that out for a bit. Damn it all! Wonder if this game has what Dark Souls 3 had, where just having an open armor slot was like a really bad thing to have. I don't see a difference between... I mean, there is defense and negation, but the armor itself doesn't seem to affect defense, just negation. And negation is probably similar to, similar to what's it called? Absorption. Why, I. I wonder if there's some online mechanic with those skulls. Like why they seem to show up in random places, and maybe it's when someone died there. Akin to vagrants. That's one of the things I'm curious to see, is if any of those really weird, obscure mechanics, particularly online mechanics that the early Souls games had, if any of them grow side cave, or if they've come up with any new ones. And nobody's gonna know about them until people like Illusory Wall kind of go nuts digging for them. Oh yeah, I should pick up a torch. That would be a good thing to do. I don't really... Maybe once I start engaging in online stuff, it'll make sense, but I don't really get why you have to activate those summoning pools. Okay, so you can't hold guard... You can't hold up a block while you're crouched. I'm gonna go get me a torch. And anything else interesting that this merchant may have. Hello, Santa. Why is my voice cracking so much today?
Weren't you? Well, you're back. Care to buy something?
What? You didn't want me to come back? You don't want me to purvey your goods anymore? Expands crafting repertoire. Right. Oh, how many... Okay, I got plenty of runes. Let's buy that first. Holy water pot, roped holy water pot. I mean, holy water sounds like it would be helpful. Bow and arrow, bone bolt. do that so I can start making some arrows. And I guess let's grab a couple of these. Just to have. And maybe that. There we go.
Goodbye. Nice to do bit.
My pleasure. So I have not found another smithing stone. Like, why couldn't they call them anything else? Even just, like, iron ore being a basic upgrade material. The fact that it's just called smithing stone is hilarious. Like, it's a stone what you smith with. Arrows. Bone arrow. Okay, so 10 arrows for... Oh, no. 10 arrows for 3 bones. I would like more. Hang on. Was that arrows or darts? It was arrows. What does fletched mean? Add distance. Alright, so... I guess I should be killing more birds. And more things in general. I guess anytime it comes to... like farming... What's that? He's dodge rolling. He's bone wheeling. Look at these idiots. Oh god, that grass fading. Chasing these suckers down really makes the frame rate drop. Come on. Given that that ability exists, I question what is the value in a standard parry then? I mean, I assume there's some bosses you'll be able to parry that mechanic doesn't work too well on. I had a feeling that Pegasus were actually hostile. But they die easily. Lump of flesh. The grass fade in and pop in is pretty dire. Must say. These fellers don't look friendly. The lock-on range is really generous when you're outdoors. Interesting. I like that they kind of hesitate for a minute to be like, you sure you want to get involved with this? Oh, of course. The moment. The moment I switch my guard. I found some of your paints earlier, didn't I? Is that any good? It actually is. They are heavier. Probably too heavy. Too thick for me. Yeah, they're actually fine. We'll roll with it. I'm gonna guess that the distance of your roll is affected by your encumbrance as in the past. And maybe even the iframes. I don't remember if that's how it worked. Gate front ruins. Right, you cannot hold up guard while you're sneaky beaking. Having a jump button is nice, but I do wish it kind of had like the climbing thing that Sekiro had. Which would be more akin to what I'm comfortable with from like Gothic and stuff. As far as open foil games. Le bonk! That seems too easy. Like, that's a really OP technique, in my honest opinion. So that's just a straight-up first-person view. I'm glad they're not doing the over-the-shoulder nonsense. Why don't I, as a precaution, nab this and then continue to clear this encampment here. Godric was the name of the guy that the guy said we should seek, so... These are Godric's men, then we were on the right path. What is this? It's like an entire fucking mausoleum that they're just carting through the countryside. Lord Sworn's Great Sword. Sworn Great Sword. Fascinating. Too heavy for me. Heavy load. Oh, wow. Okay, sweet. They finally did the thing where you don't have to do mental math to figure out if you're at your equipment load. Like, threshold. They'll tell you what your load is. The fact that there's medium and heavy tells me that there's actually only 3 tiers again. That doesn't seem that... Ew, I'm so flabby. Doesn't seem that different from the medium load. As far as speed, it definitely rolls a little bit further. Oh, no, it's a dudist. That guy's got some plumage on his helmet. Maybe, might be a tall order to try and clear this out. I should clear the fringes at least if I'm going to engage, because I'm sure that guy with a bugle is going to call the boys. There's another treasure there. It just feels too easy. I don't like how easy that makes, like, these one-on-one engagements. A flail! Bring me my flail! Also can't use it. That needs dexterity. Blows from this weapon cannot be parried. The charged attack whirls the iron ball for increased force. Spins the striking part of the flail at high speed, followed up with a normal strong attack to link the momentum into a successive attack. That sounds fun. Yeah, but just the fact that it's that simple to get a critical hit. Like, sure, one hit probably won't kill some of the heavier enemies, and maybe their guard doesn't break as easily. Oh god, dog! There's more lads in this camp than I thought. Peekaboo. Wanna try your luck? I'm afeared of dog. Whoops. Yeah, I'm working my way to him. I just want to clear out everybody else. Is that a chest too? Holy smokes. Oi. Well, that guy's got a war pick. Hey, Pooch. Ooh, smithing stones. Huh. These dogs like friendly or something? They're not very aggressive. Now they are. Have they slowed down the dogs? Ow. Dogs got poise. They have really slowed these dogs down compared to Bank 3 dogs. Nice. Yeah, puppy, puppy. Shall we brave the spear, lad? Oh shit, there's another boy. Get rid of him first. Oh, there's a frickin' thing. Oh, here he come. How I get the feeling this guy's basically gonna have the animations of the Lothric Knights. Okay, good start. Yep, pretty much. Ow. Ow! Okay, yeah, so that didn't break his guard. So that's just for basic enemies that shit works. And I don't dare try and parry this guy. Kiting him for a backstab doesn't seem to be working out. What I do have... Not that. Owie! Okay. What? I didn't know there was one around. Oh, it's over here. That's not any closer than that thing was. There's a frickin' checkpoint right there. I didn't even notice that. Whoops. Oh, that guy and I were perfectly in sync. Round 2. So that's the guard break maneuver, but he's a little too aggressive. I feel like that's going to be hard to actually land. Come on, then. Boy. Fuck. Wow. You get stuck in that for a little while. Good stuff. Oh, that's a big stab. One thing that does make me kind of sad is that they're still going with dodge rolls. I always prefer the concept of a quick step dodge instead of a stupid roll dodge, because a roll is so impractical. Nice. So backstab whiffing still a thing. I'm okay with that. Just a matter of being careful and doing chip damage. Or just getting one of those. Fool. Now I gotta clear all the assholes out again. Oh, there's no slide. No Sekiro slide. It would seem obvious that, whoops, I messed that up. That having metal armor should make your character less able to sneak. You'd be jingling and clanking all the time. Oh boy. Oh boy. Out of stamina. I don't want to fight the spear lad again. Damn it. Wrong button. I'm winning. Val, why are you here so late? I had a bot earlier, and you weren't around to deal with it. War pick! Nice. Hey, Otis. There's less damage and lower scaling, but it's got some bonk to it. Push an enemy back with a high kick, effective against enemies who are guarding, and break a foe's stance. So that'll be good, probably against any enemies with armor. And, you know, that's not much different in terms of damage, so let's try it out for a bit. Looks pretty short, though. What's we got down here? Just gonna be a whole ass dungeon or just a little diversion? Just a diversion. Monster. This ain't no mimic, is it? Everyone's just trolling. Useless messages. A whetstone knife. You can use Ashes of War to grant your armaments new skills at sites of grace. Oh! Okay. Alright, so they have diversified. The concept of the weapon arts a little bit. And you can apply a different one to your weapon, but I'm wondering if you do that, if you lose the original weapon art forever. Or if that stays kind of in like your library of learned arts. That's a very short weapon. Beyond that, he seems to just have kind of a short grip with it. I mean, surely it has some heft. Ow. Good start. Ow. thing is, it does amuse me how, like, Sekiro was their one game that had enemies that were more than just some undead, basically a zombie. And yet the AI of those enemies was as basic as ever. I don't know why that just sprung to mind, just how simple these dudes are acting. Okay, so that's not much of an improvement on anything. Any more lads, or can I'm a rush the buglist. It's really not any different. I would think that the armor piercing would be effective against these guys, but apparently not. Hi, sir. And that's a classic problem with their, like, grab attack style of riposte. Is if you do it too early, it just kind of combos it with your normal attacks and you don't get the riposte properly. Limgrave West. Okay, so I got a map. Whoa, okay. Ah. Eh? Oh, so I just straight up didn't have a map before. Interesting. So this place must be bigger. This whole game must be bigger than I really thought it was. Okay, that looks like a bit of a gauntlet there. What? Oh god. Ghost woman tanked my frame rate. Are you the level up waifu?
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina.
Pleased to meet you, I guess.
I offer you an accord.
Not a covenant.
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless.
Yeah, stop rubbing it in.
I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you.
I'm not here to play bodyguard.
Erdtree.
What if I say no? I'm very tempted. But I feel like this is one of those cases where they're really gonna troll you. I mean, like, actually kind of rub your nose in it if you don't do what the plot demands.
I understand. I'm asking you to put faith in but a stranger. Yet I'm certain that we can reach an understanding. Summon me by grace, if you should reconsider.
Okay, so I guess that by grace, what does that mean? So I take it she showed up for you somewhere else then, not at this specific bonfire. I'm just gonna call them bonfires. Said summoned by grace. Does that mean just like next time I sit down? Yeah, okay.
Have you reconsidered my offer?
Well, it seems like you're following me anyway, if you just materialize out of nowhere. Oh yeah, it didn't for me either. Well, I unlocked it, but I don't think I sat at it.
It's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring.
Listen, we just met. This is getting a little. You're moving too quickly here. Spectral steed whistle.
Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent.
Horse unlocked.
Torrent has chosen you.
We've never met.
Treat him with respect.
Alright, well, at least we don't have to go to a specific place to level up.
Shall I turn your
I guess
runes
this is
to
the,
strength? Let my hand rest
This is
upon
the,
you. For but a moment, share them with me.
What am I trying to say?
Your thoughts, your ambitions.
Trying to bridge the gap between the people who want to be able to level up at any checkpoint, but and those who want a waifu to do it for them. Alright, so I'm not sure what I want to proceed with, to be honest. I feel like I gotta use these, because I'm probably gonna lose them. Not generally, no. Doesn't tend to be a problem for me. So vigor is stamina and equip load. Mine is FP, so that's still, even if you're not doing magic, but you're doing a lot of weapon arts, that would still be valid. Vigor is obviously just HP. Strength is obviously strength weapons. Dex is dex weapons. Levels up defense power as well, but I think that's just tied to your level. They don't seem to change any resistances the way they did, at least in Dark 2. I don't remember if Dark 3 had it. We obviously don't need those, so... What? Arcane attribute governing discovery also affects holy defense, vitality, certain sorceries and incantations. Glintstone sorceries, sacred incantations. So interesting. It's almost like there's a third type of magic, or that this affects like some kind of blended magic. This is also like the luck stat. So my thinking, because what I usually go for, I try to find the claymore every time I play these games, which is usually kind of a balanced weapon between strength and dexterity. But I have no idea how soon I'm going to find that. And if I'm not getting the claymore, I'm probably going to want to go for some good bonking weapons. Let's do a bit of strength for now. It'll make this weapon a bit better, at least. Alright, Ashes of War. Use Ashes of War to grant skills and affinities to your armaments. May only have one skill. Any skill it previously had will be lost. You can alter an armament's attack affinity, boost, attribute scaling, and more. Spectral Steed whistle to summon and ride a Spectral Steed. Summon it again, but will cost 1 flask of Crimson Tears. Okay. Interesting. In the pouch main menu, you can equip 6 items to your pouches. 4 of those can be used without opening the main menu. Y up. Okay. That's good. So the Y button is actually used for all these kind of menu combinations, which is pretty alright in my opinion. Definitely balances kind of the console, controller limitations with the fact that keyboards have a lot of buttons available. But something tells me they didn't think to do a quick bar for keyboard. Yeah, but anyway, what I want to test. Okay, so there's no kick move by pressing forward and attack. There's no lunge move either, so they really have just straight up removed attacks that used to exist. What does this Storm Stomp do? Stomp hard on the ground to kick up a momentary storm. What does that do? Does that damage enemies? Does that, like, break guards? What? Kind of hate when the description of the art or weapon or what skill or whatever doesn't actually say what its practical effect is. So it's taking it from... See, that's the problem. The fact that it's removing the weapon art that isn't really all that useful to me. But it's also reducing the base damage quite a bit. I don't really want to do that right now. Why am I so glowy? Why do I got glows? Why am I glowing? I got sparkles. I am horsed. Okay, pretty straightforward. Oh god. It is so laggy. What is that now? What are you? Man, riding the horse makes the game lag quite a bit. Dorks! Well, that's pretty interesting. It becomes like almost like a Dynasty Warriors game on horseback. Just hitting enemies is not terribly difficult. I'm glad you don't have to get off the horse to collect things. The left stick is dismount. Is it? Really? That's it? Pretty lethargic. Tell you what, though, Witcher 3 could have learned from these guys when it comes to horseback combat and horse controls in general. Witcher 3's is pretty awful. That's not a good sound. Oh my god, it's a big old giant. What are you shooting at, dork ass? I'm guessing I don't want to be anywhere near that thing. I feel like I was meant to horse through this. So let's horse through it. He bugled. You guys didn't try very hard. Storm Hill. Everything's so stormy. Yeah, so we already got another golden seed, although that's the first one we found. The first one I had was my starting gift. Oh boy. Huh. Dorks.